Welcome back to my channel. This is Patrice M. Foster. In the last comment, I got a comment that I assume it was a person that's trying to become a nurse and having a difficulty. I gather based on what the comment said. I feel like she didn't believe that she could be a nurse. Anyone can become a nurse. Now, I know there's going to be other people that say, oh, no, not anyone can become a nurse. Because it happened to me. People were discouraging me. But don't be discouraged. Just take a moment. Listen. Listen. I'm going to tell you how you are going to be a nurse, or you are on the path to successfully becoming a nurse. I have a difficult time. I meet a lot of young people who said they come to me for advice. What should they become? They want to go to school to become, I want to be like you, a nurse. But when opportunity comes, a lot of people miss it. Why is that? Why is it there's others that can see when opportunity knocks, it means you go, not questioning it, just go because it's there. Like I said earlier, I find like a lot of people are waking up to. I got a comment from a student. She was in school, graduated from high school, struggling, working at Applebee's, waitressing, just can't make her way. And prior to that, before she got out of high school, almost 25 years old, I said, why don't you try healthcare? Become a nurse. Yeah, you might say I'm a hypocrite. Some people might think. Regardless of what I talk about nursing and the culture, I say it so that you can understand what you're getting into. But the bottom line is healthcare, nursing, any kind of healthcare. Just get in there. There will always be jobs. There will always be jobs in healthcare. Now, if we only had that magic wand that we could see in the future, and you know how we go to school, most of us, it's a lifestyle. We enjoy the partying and everything, but we don't pick the right career the first time. I've always said I accidentally forced to become a nurse. And I'm grateful that I made that decision based on opportunity that was presented to me. And every time the road became clearer and it became easier, I had help. Thank you. But a lot of us make the wrong decision and we end up with the student loan that we can't afford. We end up at Applebee. Not to say these restaurants chain are not a good job, but we're just a waitress relying on the tips. So I was going to make another video, but I feel like we need to talk about this because the way things are going on, we often when we're young or old. We try to pick the fast route to success, and it don't work most of the time. Some kids, some teenagers, some adults are so lucky they could start a business and before you know it, they become a millionaire. But that's not the average Joe. That's not you and I. We have to struggle to get somewhere. But I'm here to tell you, you can become a nurse. If an immigrant can come and decided, anyone, let's take the immigrant out of this. Once you make up your mind to do something, you will succeed. So I want to come out here and say, yes, you can become a nurse. Yeah, the courses are hard because when you're starting out, they want you to have all A's to get in the program. And now it's more competitive than ever. Everyone trying to become a nurse. Everyone trying to get in healthcare. There's no shortage, I just heard of. I'm only being sarcastic. A comment said there's no nurse shortage, which is correct. But they keep saying there's shortage of nurse, there's shortage of nurse. When we, as experienced nurses, are sitting home or forced to take less to survive. But I believe steady income is the best income. Every little bit count. Some people are doing 2 jobs. So 24 and 24, you do the math. That's enough income for you. And if you're a 2-parent family, that's even good if you have 2 nurse in the family. So the road is going to be rocky with the courses and everything, and they try to weed you out. The tip is, once you get into nursing school, I'm going to tell you the secret. You need to align yourself with the people that mean business. That mean they all about studying together, all about not the ones that attracted to the party, what college life is all about. There's a certain school that is a party school. Like, I remember one of my daughter is a nurse. And I can't forget the moment that she asked me. She said, "I'm going to go to school to be a medical assistant." I said, "That was fine. But," yeah, there's always a but with me, "you're going to spend," and these schools like the CNA, you could be a CNA in 7 days. Did you know that? But I don't like the way they're going to charge you over $3,000 to become a CNA in 7 days. Most of the CNA can't afford it. So why not? Just like I told my daughter, you want to be a medical assistant and they was going to charge you, this is in Philly, over $7,000 to be a medical assistant. Why not try to become an RN? I said to her. Because I believe as parents, your kids should shoot higher for you. Higher than you in terms of the profession. I always tell my kids that. Yes, I'm an RN, but I'm telling her to become an RN. She did not stay as an RN. She's a nurse practitioner. So, or on her way, I should say, as a nurse practitioner. So she's above her mother. And her dad is a nurse. So it's all in the family. But, so when I think of CNA, how hard they work, and they don't get a lot of pay, and then they have this loan to become a CNA, that loan money that they took out, because the schools, I feel, should, as a matter of fact, in Philadelphia, there's so much nursing home that wants you to become a CNA for free. The only requirement is you may work there for a year or 2 years. They'll tell you the requirement. So why would you spend over $3,500 plus to become a CNA? Someone asked me about that. Oh, you don't understand me. I just want fast. I just want to get so I could save and get, my house and have a house. You know how much houses are cost? I guess you're going to be working 2 or 3 jobs. But I didn't discourage this person. I figure she was just searching for something. And the other day I got a call and she said, you know what, Miss Patrice, I think that you're onto something. I see that healthcare is the thing now. Here I am. I have a college degree, can't use it, and I have this loan. I think I might try healthcare. I was so happy to hear that, and I wish her the best. So don't be discouraged. If you're a CNA and you say, you know what, I'm going to be a nurse. And you might have, sometimes we have doubts in ourselves. We feel that we can't do anything because we're so comfortable in the position that people put us in. Yes, they put us in and we put ourselves down. But I don't want you to feel that way. I want you to uplift yourself. Don't go like I'm going to go right away into RN school right away. Start slow. Try LPN first. I always tell everybody, try to become an LPN. It used to be 1 year. I don't know how much it is. I don't know how long it is this time because I know it was 1 year for me. And recently, a lot of people are telling me now it's 2 years and you have to take this specialty, whatever test. I didn't have to do all that, even for RN. Don't be discouraged. I'm going to tell you, you might fail chemistry. What you do is get back up and do it over again, over and over until you pass. And I'm saying that because when you get your RN license or you get your practical nursing license, it doesn't say Patrice M. Foster failed chemistry 3 times. Patrice M. Foster failed an NCLEX. You an RN. You an RN. Be happy that you are RN and hold on to that license because you work hard to get it. They try to weed you out into school, so don't get discouraged. There is room for everyone that wants to become a nurse. As a matter of fact, you have a better chance of getting a job than I am because they're seeing me. Oh, she's not going to be nursing for so long. She's so experienced. She's too older. And the money that she wants, we can't afford to pay her. Why not bring in a new grad and pay her less because she's hungry? And that's how they look at us. Or why should we orient these nurses? They're going to leave anyway, the new nurse. Why not get someone from another country and train them? Because they'll be with us for a while. We could lock them in the contract. They can't leave. We'll give them the visa. We'll give them everything. So be mindful of all those things. But when you get in that door, you say, I'm here to stay and I'm going to do whatever. And I'm going to finish this school. And if you fail, just get back up Don't ever let anyone make you feel less. Don't ever think that you cannot do something. What you say to yourself is, I am a registered nurse. I am a practical nurse. I am somebody. I am successful. And then you will have faith. It will happen. So I feel like I needed to come out here and talk to that person that made that comment that asked me, how can I become a nurse? I don't feel I can become a nurse. It's hard. Don't look at it. It was hard for me, but I know in order to succeed, I got to have hope, I got to have faith. And if I fail, and I did fail chemistry, but I took it in the summer and I keep taking any class that I fail, I got back up and redo it. And at the end of the day, every nurse might say they pass NCLEX the first time. I did pass the first time, and that's honest. Or anyone say I got all A's in school. A doesn't mean that you're a good nurse. A doesn't mean that you know what you're doing when you get to the floor, because they're going to teach you over again, and it's not going to be textbook style. So don't feel that you're not on that level. Don't feel that you can't fit in. You know, I didn't think that either. But I went into that school and it was an all white school. So I stuck out like a sore tongue. I can't even pronounce the word. But my mission and my goal was to become a nurse. I started it from remedial class, because if you don't have the correct high school to teach you what you need to learn, then you're going to get it in a community college, because they're going to give you remedial class until you get on your feet, until you pass that English 101 and all the preparation to become college level, so that you can get in the nursing program. So don't discourage yourself. Just keep going. Go at it slow. If you have to take one class, work at Papa John, take one class. But keep in the loop. Don't say, I'm giving up on school. A lot of people, some discourage, get upset when you said that go to school. Here it is. We're supposed to have our loan paid off or forgiven, and it didn't. But I'm trying, and you're trying. So don't worry about the loan right now. Just go to school. Go to school, because you're going to need it. You need it more than not having it. So I wanted to come out here and tell you, never get discouraged when the opportunity miss you. There is other opportunity. You just not able to see it right now. But when you do, it will all come to play, because you are special. You are a wonderful person. You're going to be successful. So I don't want you to think any negative thought. Block out the naysay. Your friends might say, I can't hang with you because you want to be a nurse. Oh, you think you better than me. What are they doing any different that they can, as a matter of fact, why don't you say, why don't we go to school together? See if they real serious. Then, honey, I know I shouldn't say that, because they might not be your friend, your true friend. So what I'm trying to tell you, that go it alone. You do what makes you happy. If you want to become a nurse, if you want to become a CNA, try it out that way. But don't take that 7-day course. Find a nursing home. And I'm telling you, if you live in Georgia, if you live in the South, there is a nursing home out there that willing to train you, and you can sit for the certification And then these doors will open because you can make more money being a travel CNA. I know some of you may not think that. And while you traveling, you're going to meet a lot of positive nurses. And believe it or not, nurses like me watch those CNA, and I'll be putting little bugs in their ear. Why don't you go to school to be a nurse? I don't know. Go, try it. So don't be discouraged. There are going to be a lot of people that's, you know, a long time ago, a friend of mine said to me, don't tell anybody what you're going to do, because the moment you do, they discourage you and make you feel like you can't do it. And that's so true. If you choose CNA, if you choose to be, you could move up as a med aide in an assisted living facility. And while you're there, they making you give meds. That's another course. While you giving meds, you getting familiar with the meds. I'm hoping that you look it up or whatever. I don't know how that works as a CNA. You may think, damn, I'm doing all this. I might as well go to school for practical nurse. Try it. I'm still working in the nursing home like I was a CNA, but I move up now. And then after a while, you say, okay, I'm going to try being an RN. Go for it. Go for it. I tell everybody, come and join me. There is room for us. They say it's short, but there's more room for the new ones. There is room for every one of us. But hospitals or administration, they use the term nursing shortage. They advertise, you'll see it on Indeed, but when you apply, you don't get the job, and they in the same position that I see that I was turned down for, it's still it's still on. It's still there. So who are they looking for? I think they're looking for someone that's new or someone from another country, because it's impossible for me to understand that they have all these jobs and they're not hiring. So I just wanted to come out and said, don't get discouraged. You can become a nurse. You can even bypass CNA, LPN, and become an RN. It's a slow roll. Just take your time and get there. You will hit the like button, hit the notification, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for stopping by.